1-0, so excited about that. I thought obviously our defense played outstanding, minus 73 yards on rushing, combined with sacks, etc. So it's an all-time record. I think 6 sacks, fumble recovery for a touchdown, an interception, another fumble recovery, blocked punt. But, I thought our offense went down the field the first series and then stalled out after that. Too many missed opportunities, too many opportunities where we sort of beat ourselves with some penalties. Punt return game was very good, but again, we have 2 penalties, which sets it back, negates big plays. So things you got to clean up in the first game. Can't fair catch a ball on the 5-yard line or 4-yard line. Do a great job driving out of there all the way down, and then we bust one for a touchdown, and then we've got to call it back because of a holding call. So way too many penalties. We'll go to work trying to fix those, and that's our intentions. We'll be ready to play Western next week, but have to be more productive. But defensively, I thought we played outstanding.
Mark, with the emphasis of not hitting so much in camp now in all levels of football is growing there, does that maybe hurt performances earlier in the year? Or maybe
no, we've tackled a lot in camp. We've gone 140 play scrimmages and things of that nature. So we've had 2 of those. So I think we're ready to play. I was disappointed in execution, and I was disappointed in the unforced errors. When you're jumping off sides and things of that nature, and too many penalties. And penalties hurt you, put you behind things, and put you behind the sticks a little bit, and got to be able to overcome that.
Coach, you talked about mistakes on offense, but one of the things that stood out to me was tempo. It seemed to be faster on that first drive in particular. Is that an area of focus for you, and what do you want to focus on most between game 1 and 2 offensively?
Yeah, we're going to be an up-tempo offense. We're going to move it. And maybe that was the first time doing it in the game, other than, we did a little bit in the Oregon game. But so there's a lot of things. But, I keep saying, there's no magic play, guys. Everybody runs the outside zone. Everybody runs the inside zone. Everybody runs power. Everybody runs counters. Okay? It's execution. You have to get guys to the edge of the defense at times. You got to outnumber them at times. And sometimes they outnumber you. We knew Tulsa had a good defense coming into this, a little bit different type of defense. But they had 8 starters back, and I think 7 or 8 other guys who started. So, we knew we had our work cut out for us a little bit. But what I was disappointed in is, hey, we got the opportunity, so on a short field, we got to make it. Got some drop balls. I thought the work, he was sharp. So I threw the ball with velocity, but he scrambled out of there well and made some plays. And when your quarterback's playing well, great things can happen. And so we'll stay the course in that regard. But I thought the play calling was pretty good, but you got to execute. And again, you got when it goes from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 12, it becomes a problem sometimes.
Mark, what's the learning curve, I guess, for a new system and new coordinator and everything that needs to kind of coalesce over the first 3-4 games? I mean, is there a timeline that you have to say, okay, we need to be improved by this point?
No, there's no timeline. We have 12 games guaranteed, so it's an ongoing process. What we do, we're just going to keep moving it and going to stay positive with our players, and also hold them accountable and push it. And we're going to hold our staff accountable and push it, and myself accountable and push it. And that's what we'll do. But we're throwing the football, down on the 4-yard line. You got to try and run it out of there, which we hit a big pass on. I think on a 3rd down play to get it out of there. But so we had some good drives. Matt Coughlin kicking 4 field goals was huge. Defense playing like it did was huge. And then we stall out, or we have a punt return, and then we have a penalty. So those things are going to happen, especially in the first game. But I guess when you look at it, the biggest disappointment was the unforced errors, the jumping off sides, and some of those type of things.
Mark, with so much anticipation of the offense and what we were going to see, when you hear the crowd start booing and stuff, and they're getting frustrated late in games, does that bother you? Does that affect the players, you think, when they hear those things?
No, and I want to mention, we had a great crowd. Our student section was tremendous. It was loud. Everybody's got to voice their approval or disapproval at times, so hey, I'm good. Let's just go. And but I was impressed with our crowd and Spartan spirit, and they'll be there next week too. So we'll have an opportunity to go 2-0 next week. That's all we can ask.
Mark, Hayward and Collins had a couple of plays
Yeah.
that made your take on the running backs and the offensive line and inability to get a consistent push.
Yeah, you know, I think, again, they play a three-man front but it's a little bit different type of front because they got their corners involved in run support. Their linebackers are bigger thumpers. I mean, they're blitzing on basically, you get a down block, they blitz. So they're filling gaps, so you gotta dig them out of there, and, sometimes it's leverage issues, sometimes it's not getting the job done. But we'll look at the film and evaluate what went wrong. The one thing that you have to do up front with your offensive line is everybody's gotta work together. You can't have one guy having a mistake and four other guys doing it right. Okay, or things break down. What if two does it wrong? Things break down. So it's a very cohesive unit. The tight ends are involved in that. The running backs are involved in that. There were a couple times that I felt like they could have cut back. It was, that they didn't run where they were supposed to run. So it's all a comprehensive type thing. But, again, inside zone, outside zone, counter, power, take your pick. It's all there. And all the formations are there. A lot of different formations. And, again, the tempo I thought was good. And again, I thought the work he played good and well, I should say. And, we'll rise up again.
Mark, down here on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, with Cole being out, you had AJ listed as starting left tackle. Kevin's the backup. He comes in and plays left tackle first time in his career, I think, being a guard. I guess what gives him the ability to play that, and can you kind of describe the shuffle, the combinations that you guys used tonight?
Yeah, AJ was nicked up, and he was able to practice, but not be able to push off with enough. He was nicked up. So, we felt like the best lineup we had at this point in time was putting Matt Carrick at guard. And, Kevin Jarvis has worked at tackle a lot for the last 2 weeks and has done a nice job. And, he's powerful. He's a good offensive lineman, and he can be very good at that position. But this was his first time playing it. So, like, first time you do anything in a game, I'm sure that there were some issues.
Mark, the last time you held a team to negative rushing was when Coach Montgomery was with Baylor. Normally that scheme gives people a lot of trouble. Can you talk about what it is about you and your staff's ability to do so well against that particular scheme? Yeah,
we're going to put more people at the point of attack than they got in a lot of ways. Our linebackers are going to fit properly, and, our defensive line is dominant. I mean, they're good. And, I think they handled the line of scrimmage, and we tackled well, which, again, it goes back to I think we tackled well at all camp, and I think it showed tonight. I thought we tackled very, very well.
Mark, how much with the offense being up-tempo now play into you being so aggressive on fourth down?
Well, I've always said, it's that far, guys. It's that far. You gotta make it, and you got the difference between 3 points and 7 points. You got to take the opportunity at times in a game to try and, put it on your guys. And we did. Worked one time, 2 other times it didn't. I felt like one of the times, it was there, and again, we didn't run it in the right place, and we didn't get the guy blocking in the right place from the back. The back didn't block correctly. So, live and learn, but I guess we could have kicked the field goals there, but I felt like, we want to be aggressive.
On the defensive side, that corner blitz at the end there, I mean, did you guys know that the record was kind of there for years?
No, I didn't know that. I did not. Thought it was a safety, but I guess it was.
Mark, I want to ask about defensively. The guys talked a lot during camp and spring about creating turnovers. That was one thing they really focused on.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you get help with a couple bad snaps,
Right.
but the turnovers come tonight. What was the key for that, and how important that you go forward?
I think we work on ball disruption every single day in practice, and we make a big point of that. Coach Bull really brought that with him, and it's a big point of emphasis what we do. And we're always talking about it. We're always doing drills for it. And even there was a couple where they didn't get it out. You saw somebody scrapping for the ball and trying to dig it out. I think a couple more came out that we didn't get. So it's been a point of emphasis, and sometimes you get what you emphasize. And that's got to be. That's got to be on the other side of the ball and special teams as well, because there's some different things as well that's going on there. So we just got to keep working. Pretty good? Nice late night? Yes.
Mark, you mentioned play calling earlier. I was curious just about your initial thoughts on all aspects of Brad's debut, just in terms of operationally and getting the plays in and out, sideline motivation, just everything he has to handle
Sure.
in game one.
Sure. I thought Coach Saylor did a tremendous job. I thought, getting the plays in a rapid way. I mean, we didn't waste a lot of time. The play was in there. You know, we went fast paced a little bit. You know, I'm not sure how many times, but we did. And again, it's execution. You know, you can look at the plays. We can look at somebody running certain plays and say, oh, we want to do that too. And then there are certain things that are in an RPO game which takes you out of, is it a run or is it a pass based on how many people they have in the box. And the quarterback's got to read those type of things. And that's things that are going on all around the country. And you know, they put it in our running backs' hands, and we got to make plays. You know, whether it's blocking angles or you know, the running back himself. There's just a lot of different things going on. So without seeing the film, you really can't say why something didn't work or how close it was to working. But I thought we played hard, and I thought the tempo was good, and we had aggressive play calling, and I think there's a lot to be said for that.
One follow-up on that, Brett, on the sideline, is that his preference or is that your preference?
Well, the game's going so fast right now that's what we decided. Because we changed tempos, the game's going so fast, you don't really have time to get it from there to there to there. It's going quicker.
Got one final one on the far side. There is. Okay.
Okay, guys, thanks again.
Thanks, Mark.
Can you email me that? Hold on a second.